Namaste dear students. So in the last class we were discussing about the nomenclature and the preparation of carboxylic acid. So in today's class let us deal about the chemical properties of carboxylic acid. So in that also we have a wide variety. So chemical reactions occurs when a bond is broken or else when a new bond is formed. So in such cases so we call such kind of reactions as chemical reactions. So in today's class let us deal with the cleavage of certain kinds of bond, so and the reaction which takes place while the breaking of that bond. So the first is, let us see the reaction which involve the cleavage of carbon to oxygen bond or CO bond. That is, so if this is the carboxylic acid, so during the reaction, when the reaction occurs, the bond between the carbon and the oxygen of the hydroxyl group gets cleaved so as to form a new compound. So out of that, the first reaction is the formation of anhydride. That is, when carboxylic acids are heated in the presence of dehydrating agents like concentrated sulfuric acid or phosphorus pentoxide, so removal of water molecule takes place or else dehydration takes place so as to form the compound which is called as anhydride. That is, so this is acid. So when the carboxylic acids are heated in the presence of dehydrating agent, whether it may be a sulfuric acid or it may be phosphorus pentoxide, so the reaction that occurs is dehydration, that is nothing but the removal of water molecule minus H2O so as to form RC. So that is RC double bond O. So and a new bond is formed between these two carbonyl compounds by an oxygen. So it is C double bond O, then which is attached to C double bond O R. So plus water. So if we consider a specific example for this, that is, if we consider acetic acid, that is CH3 COOH plus so the dehydrating agents can write any one, sulfuric acid or phosphorus pentoxide. So the removal of water molecules takes place, that is the cleavage of carbon to oxygen bond takes place here. So it forms CH3 C double bond O C double bond O CH3. So this is nothing but acetic anhydride. So that is carboxylic acid when it is heated in the presence of dehydrating agents, concentrated sulfuric acid or phosphorus pentoxide, dehydration takes place or else a molecule of water gets removed so as to form anhydrides. So this is one of the preparative method for anhydrides. And the second method which involves the cleavage of carbon to oxygen bond is the formation of esters. You have studied that in the chapter alcohol phenols. So that is, when the carboxylic acids or when alcohols are heated with carboxylic acid in the presence of dehydrating agent like concentrated sulfuric acid or HCl, so you will get esters as the products, so which is nothing but a esterification. esters, or you can also call that as esterification. So when carboxylic acids or COOH, when it is heated with alcohol, it's like this, right, like this, in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, which is a dehydrating agent, water molecule gets removed, so it forms RCO, then O, then R. So this is nothing but the general formula of ester. So when acids are heated with alcohol in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, esters are formed, and this reaction is called as esterification reaction. So it has got a fruity smell. So if you consider the example, so when acetic acid is heated with ethyl alcohol, and this is acetic acid in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, molecule of water is removed, so it forms CH3 CO O C2H5, correct? So the name of the molecule is nothing but this is ethyl ethanoate. So 2 carbon atoms here, 2 carbon atoms, so it is ethyl ethanoate. So we can change the alkyl group here so as to obtain a different number of or different esters, so as to get other esters. So in the esterification reaction, acids are made to react with alcohols in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. So the removal of water molecule takes place so as to form esters as a final product. So this is the reaction. So the third reaction, which involves the cleavage of carbon to oxygen bond, is the reaction with the ammonia. So important one. So during which, so it's a preparative method for amides. Formation of amides. So when carboxylic acids, when they are reacted with ammonia, so this is nothing but this is an acid and this is a base. So when acid and a base reacts, we'll get salt. So we'll get ammonium salt, so which on heating at elevated temperature will yield amides as the final product, that is RCOO O minus, and this becomes NH4 plus, either you can write as RCOO NH4. So this is nothing but ammonium salt. When you heat that, so molecule of water gets eliminated so as to form plus H2O. So 2 hydrogen here and 1 oxygen, so as to form RC double bond O, RC double bond NH2. So this is nothing but amide. So that is when carboxylic acids are reacted with ammonia, ammonium salts are formed, which on further heating at higher temperature will lose a molecule of water so as to give amides as the final product. So this is an important one, reaction with ammonia. So this can be used for as the formation of amides or reaction with ammonia. You may ask to write the reaction when what happens when carboxylic acid reacts with ammonia, or else how amides are formed. So such kind of questions may be asked. So example, when acetic acid is treated with ammonia, so it forms C double bond O NH4. This is ammonium acetate. So this is NH4 is nothing but ammonium, and this will be acetate. So it is ammonium acetate, which on further heating loses a water molecule. Dehydration occurs so as to form CH3 C double bond O NH2. So this is nothing but acetamide plus water molecule. So this is acetamide. So acetic acid, when it is treated with a base that is ammonia NH3, acid base reaction occurs so as to form a salt that is ammonium acetate, which on further heating at higher temperature will yield acetamide as the final product with the loss of water. If we consider benzoic acid, when it is treated with ammonia, so what we'll get? We'll get ammonium benzoate will get ammonium benzoate. So which on further heating loses a water molecule so as to form benzamide as the final product. So this is benzamide. Benzoic acid, when it is reacted with ammonia, so you'll get ammonium benzoate, which on further heating dehydration occurs so as to form benzamide as the final product. And we can take one more example. The name of this compound is phthalic acid. So this is ammonium phthalate, which on heating loses a water molecule so as to form phthalamide as the product. With the loss of water. So this is how the reaction goes. Here the water molecule gets eliminated between the carbon and oxygen. So this is about the reaction of carboxylic acid with ammonia. So next let us see the reaction of thionyl chloride, phosphorus pentachloride and phosphorus trichloride with the carboxylic acid. So here, so that's the fourth reaction that is we are dealing. Reaction with phosphorus pentachloride, phosphorus trichloride and thionyl chloride. So this is the one of the preparatory method for acid chlorides. So by treating carboxylic acid with all these reagents, we'll get acid chloride as the final product. So let us see what happens here. So this is carboxylic acid when it is made to react with PCl5. So the OH group gets replaced by the chlorine atom so as to form acyl chloride as the final product. So in each case the same things happen. So remove OH, instead of which you will replace thereby the chlorine atom. So that is R C double bond O, then take out this, so the cleavage of carbon oxygen bond takes place, so it forms Cl, a new bond is formed. So this is nothing but acid chloride plus, so what else is left out? So it is phosphorus, oxygen and hydrogen with the 4 chlorine atoms, so it forms POCl3 phosphoryl chloride plus it is HCl. Clear? So you have studied these reactions. So carboxylic acid on treatment with PCl5 will get acyl chloride along with POCl3 phosphoryl chloride and then hydrochloric acid HCl. Then let us see what happens when if the carboxylic acid is treated with PCl3 phosphorus trichloride. Again the same, the substitution of OH group by the Cl group takes place, or the replacement takes place so as to form R. Again the product is same, this is same, RC double bond O. Instead of OH write Cl. Here we have 3 chlorine atom, so the 3 times the substitution occurs, so it is 3 RCOOH. And now, so this is removed and with the phosphorus, so and a hydrogen is left out, so it is, so 3 hydrogen atoms, so it is H3, 1 phosphorus and then O3. So this is what we get when the carboxylic acid is treated with phosphorus trichloride. And the next and the last one, which is important, so it is reaction with the thionyl chloride. So carboxylic acid, when it is treated with the thionyl chloride, SOCl2, again the replacement takes place. So remove OH group, R, C double bond O, then Cl plus it is, so sulfur SO is remaining, so that adds with one more oxygen so as to form SO2 sulfur dioxide, plus it is hydrogen is remaining plus HCl. So out of all these 3, the convenient method for the preparation of acid chloride is the treatment with the thionyl chloride. That is because, so in other 2 cases, so this is an acid, so it's a liquid, here also it is phosphoryl chloride, it is also a liquid along with the gas, whereas in the case of thionyl chloride, reaction with the thionyl chloride, so the other 2 byproducts are, both are gas, so it is sulfur dioxide as well as HCl are gaseous in nature, so you can easily separate or isolate the final product that is required for us. So these are the 3 methods of preparation of acid chloride. So that is the first one. So all these three reactions are important. So these may be asked for complete the reaction or else write the reaction when acids reacts with thionyl chloride. So any sort of questions can be asked. So this is an important one. So acid chlorides, when they are treated with PCl5, PCl3, SOCl2 or else thionyl chloride, the OH group replaced by Cl takes place so as to form acid chlorides. So take down. So these are the four reactions. So till now we have seen the reaction with ammonia, reaction with PCl5, PCl3 and thionyl chloride, and then the formation of ester and the formation of acid anhydrides. So these are the four reactions which involve the cleavage of carbon to oxygen bond. So next let us see the cleavage of COOH group. So whole COOH group gets cleaved. So in this we have two reactions, cleavage of carboxylic group, that is COOH group. So that is the first reaction that we are going to see is reduction. Reduction, it's nothing but the removal of oxygen molecule. So when when carboxylic acid is reduced, what is the product that we are going to get? So that's nothing but it is alcohol. So it is RCO, primary alcohol we are going to get. So for this purpose, the reducing agent that we are going to use is the strongest reducing agent, that is lithium aluminum hydride, or else we can also use diborane for this purpose. And the thing you need to note is the diborane does not reduces esters or halo compounds. So preferably we are going to use lithium aluminum hydride, whereas the sodium borohydride will not reduce carbonyl group. So carboxylic acid cannot be reduced to primary alcohol by using sodium borohydride. Instead we need to use the lithium aluminum hydride for this purpose. So during reduction, whatever the alcohol that we are going to get will be a primary alcohol. So from the carboxylic acid, by reduction with the lithium aluminum hydride or else diborane, so the alcohol that we are going to get is a primary alcohol. Let us see that. If we take acetic acid, on reduction, lithium aluminum hydride forms CH3, attachment of hydrogen, removal of this oxygen, so it forms CH2, and then OH means acid. So this is ethanol. From the ethanoic acid you are going to get ethanol as a final product. So this is about the reduction reaction. So that is carboxylic acid can be reduced to primary alcohol by using the reducing agent lithium aluminum hydride or else diborane for that purpose. So this is how the reaction goes. And the next reaction that we are going to see is decarboxylation reaction, in which it involves the removal of COOH group. We have studied that in the first year. So this decarboxylation is nothing but the removal of carbon dioxide molecule. That is, so when the carboxylic acid is heated with soda lime, so that is a mixture of sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide. So the removal of carbon dioxide takes place so as to form the hydrocarbons which consist of one carbon less than that of the parent carboxylic acid. That is, so the molecule, this molecule gets eliminated so as to form RH plus CO2. That is RCOOH calcium oxide. So when it is heated, it forms RCOO Na plus water molecule gets removed. So when the sodium salts of carboxylic acids are heated in the presence of soda lime, that is RCOONA. So the same step is explained here. Sodium salts of carboxylic acid is heated with soda lime. So mixture of sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide. So the removal of carbon dioxide takes place so as to form, let's write the main product, that is R and H plus Na2CO3. So this molecule gets cleaved. Na2Na, so it is Na2CO3, so as to form hydrocarbons which consist one carbon less than. So here we have alkyl group, so it needs to contain alkyl group, it needs to contain carbon, so one carbon and one carbon. So we have generally, if in case, let us see the reaction. This is the case. Sodium acetate, and it is treated with sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide heated with. So removal takes place so as to form CH3, then hydrogen. So here the difference is the one carbon has been decreased, plus it is Na2CO3. This is nothing but I can write this as CH4. So we have one more reaction, that is coal-based electrolysis, that also we have studied in the first year. So that is when the aqueous solutions of sodium or potassium salts of carboxylic acid are electrolyzed, so we'll get higher alkanes, that is sodium or potassium salts hydrolyzed water will get, so R higher alkane, so it is RR plus carbon dioxide, sodium will be cleaved as sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gases liberated. So this reaction is nothing but coal-based electrolysis. Example, so this is twice. So CH3 gets bonded with the CH3, and then this 2CO2, and then sodium as sodium hydroxide. So you have 2 sodium plus it is H2 gas. So this is coal-based electrolysis, where we are going to get higher alkanes. It is here methyl, you are going to get ethane as a compound. So this is about the 2 reaction which involves the cleavage of COOH group. So next let us see the reaction which involves the substitution at hydrocarbon part, that is This is the acid group and this is the hydrocarbon part that is attached to a functional group. So the substitution occurs at this position. Let us see those reactions. Substitution at hydrocarbon part or hydrocarbon chain, and this is a named reaction. We have that is HVZ reaction. So these reactions are answered, or else these reactions are answered by the compounds which consist of alpha hydrogen atoms. That is, we have studied what are alpha hydrogen atom. So this is the functional group. This is attached CH. Let me take this as R, alkyl in general. So this is CH2, and the carbon which is next to that of the functional group is alpha carbon, and the hydrogen which are attached to the alpha carbon atom are alpha hydrogen atom. So the carboxylic acids which consist of alpha hydrogen atom, when they are reacted with halogens, like reacted with halogens, so the halogen may be chlorine or bromine. The condition is that the reaction needs to be proceed in the presence of red phosphorus as a catalyst. Red phosphorus. So the substitution takes place by the halogen at alpha position. So here hydrogen gets replaced by a chlorine atom, that is R, C. One hydrogen is removed, so it forms HCH, and then instead of hydrogen we are going to write the halo group, so it is X, and then the rest as such, so as to form halo compounds. Plus HX. So that is carboxylic acids which consist of, the condition you need to mention that alpha hydrogen atoms. Carboxylic acids which consist of alpha hydrogen atom, when they are reacted with halogens like chlorine or bromine in the presence of red phosphorus, alpha halo compounds are formed with the elimination of hydrochloride or hydrobromide. So let us see the reaction. CH3, CH2, COOH. Here this molecule has 2 alpha hydrogen atom. When it is treated with the chlorine or else may take bromine as a compound, in the presence of red phosphorus, so the product will be, the CH3 will be as such. Then instead of CH2 you need to write CH, where one hydrogen is replaced by the one chlorine atom, so it is HCl, then COOH as such, plus it is HCl. So this is nothing but 2 chloro, second position, first position, so it is 2 chloro propanoic acid, 2 chloropropanoic acid. We can consider other examples also. That is if I take butynoic acid and it is treated with the bromine in the presence of red phosphorus, the compound that is obtained here is forms CH3, CH2. So the replacement takes place at this position, not at this, because the alpha hydrogen are this, not the third carbon atom. So the replacement takes place at the alpha position. So it forms CH2, CH, Cl, COOH. So this is 2-chloro-butanoic acid plus, sorry, this becomes 2-bromo since bromine is used. 2-bromo-butanoic acid plus this is hydrogen bromide, and here hydrogen chloride. So these are the two reactions. So this is HVZ is a named reaction, so it is an important reaction where the carboxylic acid, which consists of alpha hydrogen atoms, when they are reacted with halogens like chlorine and bromine in the presence of red phosphorus, that is also important, so as to form alpha halo compounds, and this reaction is termed as HVZ reaction. And the next reaction which involves the substitution at the hydrocarbon part is the electrophilic substitution reaction, same as that of aldehydes and ketones. Benzoic acid, when it is treated with the mixture of concentrated sulfuric acid and nitric acid, nitrating mixture. So you need to remember that this carboxylic acid, similarly like aldehydes, so aldehydes and carboxylic acids both are ring deactivating groups, and it decreases the electron density at ortho and para positions. You have written the this resonance structure for the same in the previous year, in the first year, where you will get positive charges on ortho and para positions. So only the position which you don't have positive charge is at meta position. So this carboxylic acid group, COOH group and CHO group are termed as meta directing. That means it directs the electrophile to the meta position. Instead of ortho and para, it directs the electrophile to the meta position. So it is termed as meta directing group, as well as ring deactivates. So this is COOH plus, so the electrophile that is produced here is nitro NO2 plus, so the nitro will get attacked at meta position. So this is meta nitro benzoic acid. And when benzoic acid is brominated in the presence of ferric bromide, Br2, FeBr3, ferric bromide. So bromination occurs again at, so it's at meta position. Since this will direct the incoming electrophile to the meta position, we'll get meta bromo benzoic acid as a product. Meta bromo benzoic acid. So these two reactions you need to note. So where the substitution occurs, so the substitution occurs, this hydrogen is replaced, substitution at hydrocarbon chain, and the HVZ reaction. So this is about the reactions which involve the cleavage of carbon to oxygen bond, and as well as COOH, cleavage of COOH group, and then the substitution at the hydrocarbon part. So in the next class, let us deal about the cleavage of acidic nature and the between the cleavage of carbon to oxygen. So in the next class, let us deal, or let us discuss about the acidic character and acidity of carboxylic acids. Thank you.